Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. I hope you're well. It's a well-known saying that do not do unto others what you would not have them do unto you, which means that you should not inflict such harm upon someone that you yourself cannot endure when the time comes. But it's so unfortunate that people do inflict severe harm upon others, and they never think about how they themselves would feel if they faced the same conditions. According to a recent report disclosed by the Hebrew channel Khan, close to 100 Israeli soldiers have suffered significant eye injuries since the beginning of the conflict, with some also experiencing a loss of vision. The Israeli public broadcasting cited a health official who mentioned that the injuries resulted from shrapnel shells, bullets, or gunshots hit directly by the Palestinian resistance groups. It was disclosed that 10 to 15% of these injuries led to the loss of vision in one or both eyes, indicating that these soldiers were not utilizing protective glasses. Within a span of only 3 days, Soroka Eye Hospital admitted 40 soldiers with significant eye injuries, some of which resulted in partial or complete blindness. The notable increase in eye injuries among Israeli combatants is currently undergoing through scrutiny to comprehend the root causes and institute preventive measures. Earlier this week, an additional 5 soldiers were hospitalized following the sustenance of severe eye injuries during their engagement in Gaza. Within the last 24 hours, 2 of these soldiers underwent surgery. These IDF personnel who are suffering and are complaining of these eye injuries are the same individuals who were responsible for inflicting severe pain in eyes and even loss of eyesight in small children by attacking them with either heavy airstrikes or throwing white phosphorus upon them. Several video clips were shared all over the internet where small children and even babies lost their eyes because of the brutal attack of the IDF personnel. Not only was the IDF responsible for causing such eye injuries, they also had the audacity to strike and take down a whole medical complex, which contained the Al-Nasr Children's Hospital, the Rantisi Specialized Hospital, the only eye hospital in Gaza, and a psychiatric hospital, rendering the patients of these eye injuries helpless and nowhere to get themselves treated. In accordance with the international humanitarian law, both schools and hospitals are considered protected civilian entities, enjoying the humanitarian principles of distinction and proportionality. Since 2011, direct physical attacks and the enclosure of these institutions due to explicit threats have been identified as triggers for their inclusion on the Secretary General's list of parties to conflict committing serious violations against children in armed conflict. Now, if someone dares to question the intentions and actions of the IDF, which in reality are very clear to every sane person, they will reply with a statement that every pro-Israel person has been taught and made to memorize by heart, and that is, these institutions are being used as command and military centers by the resistance groups and therefore are legitimate targets. Unfortunately, they haven't been able to provide enough evidence to prove their claim against even a single institution that they have so ruthlessly targeted. Nevertheless, the sad reality is that these IDF personnel who have been inflicted with eye injuries are being treated by the best doctors in Soroka Eye Hospital, while the children, small babies, and even adults of Palestine who are suffering from much greater eye injuries have nowhere to get themselves treated. We hope that one day, inshallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will replace each and every wound that the people of Gaza had to face with eternal happiness, and then they will forget whatever ill they had to endure in this temporary worldly life.
وَلَلْآخِرَةُ خَيْرٌ لَكَ مِنَ الْأُولَى وَلَسَوْفَ يُعْطِيكَ رَبُّكَ فَتَرْضَىٰ.
May Allah turn every tear that drops from the eyes of the innocent children into rivers of joy in Jannah. Ameen.